Okay, this is going to be the year-end awards for the WWE. Now, I know what some of you TNA fans are thinking, all six of you. Oh, why aren't you doing Impact? Why aren't you doing ROH? And it's TNA, first of all. Like, really don't watch anything. I don't even know what's going on in TNA. And ROH, it's ROH. It's never going to, like, I know there have been years where I did all three companies at once, but there's been such like a dip in both. Well, TNA's already dipped a long time ago, but ROH this year, I can honestly say that my interest level has gone from like a 10 to maybe a 3, maybe a 2 and 3/4, but nothing nothing like I used to be like. And so I'll just stick with WWE since I know the majority of you people are pretty much only watching my videos for that. So I have 9 categories. I'm not going to go overboard, and pretty much all I did was go on the Wrestling Observer website, and they have a lot of categories, but I pretty much picked out the main ones and ones that would make sense to do for a year-end award. So let's just start off, and just to like sum everything up, I don't think 2013 has been a great year for wrestling at all. When I picked the categories, it's really like narrowing it down. It wasn't too hard to think who's gonna do, who's gonna fit in which category. It was really like, match of the year. It just came to my mind instantly, and it wasn't like there was a big list of ones that I could choose from. It was the ones that won where I think just stood out, unlike other years where, there was 3 or 4 that you kind of all had a running in for the match of the year, for example. So we'll start off with promo of the year. First thing that came to mind, and I don't think anything could ever top it, was Mark Henry's retirement promo. He came in that big salmon, is that the color? That big ugly coat he wore. He was crying. He had his boots in his hand. He put the boots on the stage, and it's like, man, like, I remember watching this guy in 1997, 1998, and here he is in 2013, a former world champion, world's strongest man, whatever, the whole 9 yards. He's hanging up the boots. But nope, Cena came in, and the swerve of the century. I think, some people were calling it as a swerve, but I think as soon as the tears started coming down, and he played it amazing, and I think there's no doubt in my mind that that has to be promo of the year for 2013. Next, Diva of the year, AJ Lee, and I think there is no comparison. There's no one who even comes close. I know you're going to say the Bella Twins, the veterans are going to win this, but not a chance. AJ, I think, has been like the face of the Divas thing, like Trish Stratus was back in the day. When you think of Divas in WWE, I think, she's not that, Barbie doll. I was gonna say something very, very mean, but she's not that Barbie doll looking person, but she does attract what WWE is aiming for, and these guys just love her, and she's been all over TV since the beginning until now. She has her position, whether it be a GM, whether it be going wrestler to wrestler, or whether it just be as a singles competitor, just making people tap out. So AJ Lee, without a doubt, is Diva of the year for me. Then we have the DVD release of the year. This, I have a prop. The Triple H DVD. It was that between this and the Raw 100, but the thing with the Raw 100 is you have footage that you've seen over and over again in different DVDs, but this, how many Triple H DVDs really have they released? Like, you can really count on one hand. You got the one with the white case on there. I forgot what it's called. And then you have the King of Kings one, the two disc set, and then this one. So this one was just like, you want to compare it to like the CM Punk DVD. It was really that good. It's so candid and so like, you don't see the production value in other DVDs like you see in this one. But they really did a good job. Very well produced, very well written and everything. Highly recommend it if anyone hasn't watched it yet. And next we have Tag Team of the Year. I know a lot of you guys are going to say Goldust and Cody Rhodes, but when you think back, only one team came in, made an impact, and kept that momentum going all year long, and that is the Shield. Whether it be all three of them is in one, or you just got Rollins and Reigns, those two guys have been putting on awesome matches whenever they're in the ring. They made those tag titles credible. I think after a long time, those tag team championships were just like, they're in the hands of guys who are important. It's not like one of those flip-flop things where it's like Kofi Kingston and random opponent, Evan Bourne, or just, I don't know, whoever you pick, R-Truth even. Those guys they meant business, and they made those titles great. And like I said, great matches wherever you go. And you know the Shield is like definitely the guys of 2013. And I guess you can put the Rookie of the Year also. Give it to the Shield, yeah, of course. Guys came in at TLC or whenever they came in, Survivor Series, and they have wreaked havoc, and they have beaten guys like Cena, Sheamus, Ryback, Taker, Kane. Everyone on the roster have fell to the Shield. You don't see guys that come in straight out of FCW and just get a rocket strapped to their ass, and that's what the Shield did. And being aligned with Triple H now, well, they were, I don't know what they are now, but it's great. You know, you can't book a team any better than they have. Sure, there's been bumps and along the way, but for the most part, the Shield have been unstoppable. And just the Rookie of the Year, those three together as one. Next, we got, what should be next? Feud of the Year. CM Punk versus Paul Heyman is my Feud of the Year. Started at SummerSlam pretty much, well, Money in the Bank if you want to even go there, where Punk kind of did the whole, well, not even that, when they were in Chicago for Payback. Punk came back, nice, good guy, and, you know, that's when Heyman got a little bit of the bug, and then he screwed him at Money in the Bank, and then you had Brock Lesnar representing Paul Heyman. You know, just those two, the promos going back and forth, and I know the payoff was a little bit weak, but I think the build-up to a lot of those matches, it was great, because those two have such good chemistry together, and you got two guys who can really talk on the microphone and make for a good story. And there hasn't really been that many feuds when I think back. Like, you got Rock and Cena, but you saw that last year, and Ryback and Cena, which is and then who else? Like Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan, whatever. But Punk versus Heyman really stood out for me. Then we got Match of the Year, CM Punk versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 29. I was live, crowd went nuts. I watched it on DVD, and I went nuts while watching it after being there and knowing what happened. Just another Undertaker match stealing the show, and that's what WrestleMania 29, I think. Well, Rock and Cena also, but the match was great from start to finish. And then, what else is left? The Breakout Star of 2014, who to look out for in 2014 is Roman Reigns. I think how they're built, this is like all about the Shield. Like, this is what I mean. 2013 was the Shield, and 2014 is going to be like the three guys separating and going their own ways and just making huge stars of themselves. I can see Roman Reigns being a champion, honestly, by the end of next year. And I know a lot of people said the same thing about Antonio Cesaro being a champion this year. Sucks how that didn't happen, but I thought the guy had all the momentum going into this year we're in right now. But he didn't really move. He went a little bit of an increase. He's in the tag team division, a decent tag team, you know, wins and losses here and there. But one day Cesaro will do it, but I do think Roman Reigns will do it before Cesaro does. And last but not least, Superstar of the Year, without a doubt, Daniel Bryan. The crowd's been more behind. I've never seen a crowd be behind one guy in just like total babyface mode, and Cena's there, but, you know, it's got the 50-50. Excluding The Rock, obviously, because he's not there all the time. And Daniel Bryan has honestly put on great matches. He's got the crowd behind him. The chants, everything, the whole 9 yards. Daniel Bryan is great. I don't know why he's champion, but he said it himself. 2014 is going to be his year again. And hopefully 2014 will be the year where he can have that long title run and really signify whatever. He has to make his mark. He's got to be the man for once, not just jobbing out all the time. But that's all. Those are my year-end awards. So I'll leave a description of what everything is so you guys can like copy and like paste it and leave your own. So I'll see you guys in the next video.